Well, hello. Welcome back to another meeting. These are back-to-back meetings.
Okay. Hello, Doc.
Hello. Yes. Give me a second. Okay, Dolphin, let's get started.
Okay, Doc. Okay. Am I audible enough?
Yes, you're well audible.
Okay. So yeah, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the African Women in DeFi Learn to Earn program, Session 7, Cohort 2. My name is Delphina Akinyi, and I'm honored to be your presiding officer for today's session. I am thrilled to have you all in here as we delve into the topic of tokenization of real-world assets. Our goal today is to explore how blockchain technology can be used to create digital representation of physical assets, making them easier to buy, sell, and trade. Our Learn to Earn program is designed to empower each one of you by providing valuable knowledge and skills that can be applied in the DeFi space. Remember, through your active participation, you not only gain knowledge, but also earn Actuate tokens that have really monetary value. I have an exciting agenda lineup for you, starting with a topic presentation by Faith Jepto, followed by additional notes and comments from our CEO of Actuate Biomedicine, Dr. Masharia Waruingi. There will also be an interactive question and answer session. So please feel free to ask questions and engage. Use the chat box down below your screen. Finally, Diana Mondi will present on the Actuate Boston Summit and the sponsorship challenge. Then I will end with closing remarks. Thank you all for being here. Let's make this session productive. With that, allow me to welcome our first speaker, Faith Jepto. Faith, you are welcome.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Thank you, Dolphin. Okay, the topic that we'll be discussing is about tokenization of real-world assets and how this innovative technology can empower women and improve their lives and that of their families. We are going to start by understanding what tokenization is by defining it. Tokenization is the process of converting rights to an asset into digital tokens that can be traded on a blockchain. These tokens are special because they live on the computer and can be stored, transferred, and even traded with others on a powerful network called blockchain. Examples of these real-world assets that can be tokenized are like real estate, art, commodities, debt instrument, intellectual property, carbon credit, and renewable energy certificate. We are going to know how this tokenization work. First step is through asset identification. You first identify the real world asset to be tokenized. The other thing is legal structuring. You ensure the asset complies with legal regulations for tokenization. The other one is token creation. It generates a digital token on a blockchain that represents ownership of the asset. Issuance, you distribute the tokens to investors or participants. The last is trading and transfer. You allow the tokens to be traded or transferred on a digital exchanges. The key benefits of this tokenization, the tokenization of real-world assets are increased liquidity. Tokenized assets can be traded on secondary markets, increasing liquidity for traditionally illiquid assets. Also, it allows accessibility. Tokenization allows fractional ownership of assets, lowering investment thresholds and making them more accessible. Second, it reduces transaction cost. Blockchain technology facilitates direct asset transfer without intermediaries, significantly reducing the cost. Enhances security and transparency. The immutable nature of blockchain provides a transparent and secure record of ownership. Rapid transaction settlement. Blockchain enables instant settlement, offering a higher degree of automatic and minimizing counterparty risk. Efficiency reduces the need of intermediaries, lowering transaction costs and speeding up the process. Also, tokenization have got challenges to the real world assets. Despite its advantages, tokenization faces several challenges. First, it's regulatory uncertainty. The other one is interoperability and standardization, and technical bottlenecks, incomplete settlements, incumbent reluctance. And another thing is who can benefit from real world assets. For asset owners, tokenization can help them reach more buyers and investors online, increase the value and demand for their assets, and lower their risk and cost of selling or sharing their assets. For asset investors, tokenization can help them access more assets and make market online, diversify their portfolio, and reduces their exposure of volatility and lower their fees and taxes of buying or investing in assets. For asset users, tokenization can help them access more service, products, and experience online, customize their preference and choices, and lower the cost of using or enjoying their assets. Benefits of tokenization for women. Tokenization of real-world assets presents a significant opportunity for women to achieve financial inclusion, security, and economic empowerment. Tokenization can democratize access to investment opportunities, enabling women, especially those undeserved communities, to invest in assets they previously couldn't afford. Through diversification, tokenization allows for a diversified investment portfolio, reducing risk and increasing potential returns. Through enhanced security and transparency, by ensuring that each transaction is recorded on a immutable ledger, reducing fraud and increasing trust. Through trustworthy investments, women can invest confidently, knowing their assets are secure and transparent. Improved liquidity. Through ease of selling, tokenized assets can be sold quickly and easily, providing women with liquidity when needed. Also through emergency funds. Greater liquidity means women can access funds for emergencies, education, or business ventures without lengthy processes. Also, through economic empowerment, by owning tokens, women can build wealth and gain financial independence. They can participate in financial markets, diversify their investment portfolio, and protect themselves against economic uncertainties. Through additional income stream, it generates income from renting tokenized real estate, earning royalties from intellectual property, or trading tokenized commodities. Also, through financial independence, economic empowerment to greater financial stability and for and their families. The other benefit is access to global markets. Through access to global markets, a global investment opportunity is gotten, and women can invest in assets worldwide without the need of intermediaries, and provides them with greater visibility into the investment process. And diversify economic opportunities. Exposure to global markets provide a broader range of investment options and economic opportunities. Also, there's something about practical application of tokenization for women. Through real estate investment, in this case, residential and commercial properties serve as prime example of tokenized assets, enabling fractional ownership and providing a gateway to global investment opportunities. Investors can diversify their portfolios and gain exposure to lucrative real estate markets through tokenization, which enhances liquidity and accessibility in the traditionally illiquid real estate sector. Women can invest in it without needing to buy entire property. Also, through crowdfunding ventures, this is done through raising capital. Women entrepreneurs can raise funds for their businesses by issuing tokens that represent ownership or profit sharing rights. Also, through community initiatives. By that, a collective investment, women can collaborate on community-driven initiatives, investing in projects that benefit their local communities, such as agricultural ventures or social enterprises. And there's art collectibles. Women can diversify their investment by purchasing tokens, ownership in valuable arts or collectibles. This can be a way to preserve wealth and earn returns on appreciating assets. Second but not last, tokenization is agriculture and commodities. Tokenization of agricultural produce and commodities allows women farmers to access a broader market and secure a better price for their products. And the last is microfinance. Tokenization can facilitate microloans, enabling women in areas to access credit for starting or expanding their businesses. There's a way women can use tokenization effectively. First is through education and awareness. Understanding blockchain, technology, and tokenization is crucial. Women should seek educational resources and training programs to become knowledgeable investors. The second is community support. Joining or forming investment groups or cooperative can provide collective bargaining power and shared knowledge. Women can pool resources to invest in tokenized assets. The third is platforms and tools. Utilize platforms that offer tokenized assets, provide secure, user-friendly interface, research credibility and security of the platforms to avoid scams. Fourth is regulatory compliance. Ensures that tokenized assets comply with regulations. This protects investments and secure legal resources in case of dispute. There is impacts of tokenizations on families. First is through economic stability. Okay, the impact of tokenization on families is economic stability. Tokenized investment can provide a steady source of income, enhancing the economic stability of families. Second is through educational opportunities. Increased financial resources can be used to fund better education for children, leading to improved future prospects. The other one is health and well-being. Financial empowerment can lead to better access to healthcare and improved living conditions. The last is through generational wealth. Investment in tokenized assets can help build generational wealth, ensuring long-term financial security for families. In conclusion, tokenization for real-world assets represents a significant shift in asset management and investment, but leveraging blockchain technology, it promises to democratize access to high-value assets, enhancing liquidity and streamline transaction. Tokenization of real-world assets also presents a transformative opportunity for women by breaking down financial barriers and providing new avenues for investment and entrepreneurship. It empowers women to improve their lives and that of their families. Understanding and leveraging this technology can lead to a greater financial inclusion, economic independence, and overall well-being. Thank you. Back to you, Dolphin.
Okay, thank you so much, Faith, for that detailed presentation. Thank you for taking us through the key benefits, for first defining what tokenization of real-world asset is, mentioning the key benefits, and also we have noticed that a tokenization of real-world assets adds some challenges, and also we have seen the impact how tokenization of real-world assets play on the lives of women and that for their families. In recap, tokenization of real-world assets presents a significant opportunity for women to achieve financial inclusion, security, and economic empowerment. So once again, thank you, Faith, for that presentation. So moving forward, allow me to welcome our CEO of Actuate Biomedicine, Dr. Macharia Waruingi, to give us his additional points and notes in accordance to the topic for today. You are welcome, Doc.
Thank you, Dolphin. Here's me in accordance with the topic today. Thank you, Dolphin. And wow, amazing presentation. Faith chipped up. It was amazing. Did you know tokenization is the solution to the African economic problem, which is what Miss Dr. Hernande de Soto, way back in 2000, called the mystery of capital. Mystery of capital in Africa. And I want to urge everybody to read Hernande de Soto's book on mystery of capital, why capitalism triumphs in the West and fails everywhere else. So in that book, Hernando de Soto, by the way, he's a Peruvian economist who was the governor of Central Bank of Peru, and he's an Austrian economist. For those people who care about economics, Austrian economics, which is a world aside from the Keynesian model of economics, which is what is driving our economy today. And so Hernando de Soto, before he was the governor of Central Bank in Peru, he went out through the African continent and other places in the world, even Southeast Asia, trying to understand why capitalism does not work there. Capitalism doesn't work in Africa. It doesn't work in most the so-called third world countries. And he found something that is extremely surprising. He calls it the mystery of legal failure. And when the legal system fails, then that is actually the foundation of it, mystery of legal failure. It's now underpins the mystery of capital. Legal failure means that this regulatory, as Faith has told us, that the legal, let's say the assets that are on the ground do not meet any legal standard, or they're not standardized legally, that the assets do not have legal representation. Legal representation means that a lot of land and buildings don't have title deeds. So if you go to the bank, if not the bank to pay attention to you, the bank will not just trust your word of mouth, telling them, I have 20 acres, yeah, in Kipigoti. Then you're going to say, give us a title deed. Now, if you don't have a title deed, then you cannot have any interactions with the bank. It's just going to send you away, say that you own nothing, although everybody in the village knows that you own that piece of land. And so it's not just land, even cows. You cannot go to the bank and say, I have 100 cows. You need to have a certificate of ownership of those cows. And that problem is a problem of legal failure, that the legal system has not built titling a system for helping people to own titles for what they own or certificates. And so he calls that the mystery of legal failure. But even that mystery is even 20, that was in 2000, way many years ago, more than 20 years ago. We still have not fixed that problem in Africa. And because that problem is unfixed, it has not been solved, on the mystery of missing information, so that information is not perceptible. People cannot see it in the market. The market does not recognize it, does not see it, because whatever assets people have and holding are not representing the market. It's not perceptible to the market. Then Hernandez de Soto called that dead capital. Dead capital, and then he said that Africa and other developing countries are citadels of dead capital. That means mountains upon mountains of dead capital. And then he said that that dead capital in Africa, that means all the resources, the assets that are not represented in the marketplace are more than 700 times the gross domestic product of that nation. And then blockchain comes around. In 2008, with Bitcoin, it wasn't possible to do a whole lot with Bitcoin itself, the way it was designed. But Ethereum came, and the Ethereum has made tokenizing real world assets possible, exactly using the process that Faith Cheptoo has described for us. That is possible, was made possible by Ethereum blockchain. That people can issue assets, and that means crypto assets or blockchain assets, and these assets are used to point to the assets on the ground. And just by giving them a token. And then as you know, tokens like Actuate token is fully fungible. It can be sold, it's transferable, and it can also be stored to add value, to raise value. So it becomes a very, very beautiful thing. It's just amazing what has done. So the blockchain has allowed us to shift from that era of mystery of capital. It's a shift from the mystery that capital was in the 20th century to where capital is no longer a mystery in the 21st century. So the mystery of capital that Hernandez de Soto was talking about in the year 2000, that's the end of the 20th century, at the beginning of 21st. Now, that mystery is completely overthrown, or let's say, it's completely overthrown by what? By the blockchain tokenization process. But then the blockchain is not going to do it by itself. That's why we're here. First of all, we cannot make use of the blockchain, or let's say take advantage of this power of the blockchain if we don't understand what that's all about. And this is why Faith has told us that what we need is massive community education. So consider yourself as an ambassador of representing this shift movement towards from dead capital to live capital in Africa. Okay, because you know you cannot have all this knowledge and then you don't share it. This is the good news. Let's say you cannot have all this and you don't spread the gospel. You can see that mystery of dead capital, all those citadels of dead capital that are sitting in our continent should be put in the market, represented. And that's not very complicated. So it will give a lot of liquidity, open up a lot of liquidity that is remaining. As you have had, the amount of dead capital right now in Africa is 700 times the gross domestic product. So this is the duty, see, duty for everyone who is here in the Actuate Nation and everyone who is hearing this, that the cat is out of the bag. It's not going back. So the mystery of capital is no longer a mystery. The veil has been removed. Yes. So the veil has been cut wide open, and now you can get into that inner sanctum where capital is made or created. And you see, tokenization is not just for real estate, as because when you say real world assets, some people think because it's the real world assets, it only means real estate, like land and buildings. No, it covers everything. As you've heard from Faith, that we shall be able to tokenize potatoes. Can you believe it? The potatoes that you grow. We shall be able to tokenize corn, maize, and beans, and wheat, even sweet potatoes, to give it the flavor of sweetness, even oranges and pineapples. You see, can you imagine all that? Imagine all the grains, all the wheat, the sorghum, the millet, the wimbi, all this stuff we use for making our lives better and stronger. We shall tokenize it. Now today, in the Western civilizations like the United States, they tokenize all those things spontaneously, and they are traded in the commodities exchange, which is in Chicago. We call it Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Chicago Mercantile Exchange is the one that trades commodities. So you can go there and buy wheat. You can buy wheat futures. You can buy cow intestines futures. You can buy pork belly futures. You can buy hooves futures in the marketplace. These are not bellies of pigs, but these are pork belly futures. They are financial instruments that are being traded in the marketplace. But that's not possible to do in Africa, because who buys pig bellies over there? Or right now, I think we could put it better. You will be able to buy goat belly futures. Yeah. Which I think in Kikuyu they call it motura or something like that. See? Such thing is traded in the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, metura. But then these meturas are not the meturas themselves that you would find in Kamakis. It is a certificate, you could say like a share certificate that you're buying in the marketplace. Now tokenization will make that possible. Ladies and gentlemen, to do this is not an easy job, because it's going to require a shift of mind. So what is shifting is not the finance market. What is shifting is the mind, the metanoia, a world view. How can our people be trading metura, say in Nairobi Stock Exchange, but there's not going to be Nairobi Stock Exchange. It's going to be a place like Pancake Swap. And you know the name pancake, you know what's a pancake. So that one you don't need this. So it's the same idea, pancake swap, that you can swap even the pancake that you eat in your own house for breakfast. That's the power of this thing, that not only can we tokenize Metura or even Nyamachama or even things like that, things that are happening at Kamakis. And even before you go to Kamakis, let's go to the goat market in Kiserian. Yeah, see such good market. And you see, if those products are tokenized, let's say commodities, because goods are commodities, then there will be massive improvements and money available for the goat market to make the goat markets clean, accessible, and very, very productive. So this is what it means, like bringing it down, all the way to the village, down there, when you can tokenize sorghum, wheat, millet, chicken, metura, goat feet, you know, chicken. Even I know some people who are selling chicken feet. I don't know for what. I think for making soup. You can now buy such things like chicken feet in the marketplace. Yeah, and not in the marketplace like Wakulima market. No, I'm talking about Nairobi Stock Exchange. But now it's not going to be Nairobi Stock Exchange. It's going to be somewhere like PancakeSwap or Uniswap. So you can see we are just in the beginning, and this thing is going to broaden up, and it's going to require massive community education. So what I want to encourage you to do is that once you learn this thing, also learn even deeper, because this is the new economy. Bringing something dead into life is not an easy job. All those people who are women know, like making a small baby. So bringing something into life is not a job. It's going to require serious concentration of effort. Learning. Make sure you learn the details of this, how it works. Because once you learn it, you will now become the agent of change. Agent of change. Teaching people in the communities. So as you heard that from Faith, one major problem with new technologies like this is reluctance of adoption. People are not willing to learn because people are terrified of change. People are afraid of change. They love their comforts, to live in a comfort zone. They say, let's go to Kamakis and buy our meturas. We don't want to buy meturas from PancakeSwap. Yeah, let's go to Kiserian and buy our goat there. Why are we buying goat from PancakeSwap? Can you imagine? So this absolute reluctance, but that's only a short while. And then within 5-10 years, this whole thing has become widespread in the market. But you can say that Hernando de Soto, by the time he was writing his book, Mystery of Capital, he had no clue there's some people working on the blockchain itself. And even in 2008, when Satoshi Nakamoto deployed Bitcoin, this whole idea of tokenization did not come into consciousness until 2015. And then 2016, really, when Ethereum came around, Ethereum virtual machine, and then people found other use cases of the Ethereum itself. And you see, just like now, we are on Ethereum network, Actuate tokens. And this is what we want to encourage you. If you're getting Actuate token in the Launch One program, but this is just the beginning. We are very much determined in tokenizing that dead capital in Africa. So this opportunity for you to accumulate Ethereum, to accumulate Actuate token before it becomes wildly expensive for you. So right now, go to the market, decide the token that you receive, 1 token per week or per class. In the Launch One program, get yourself a whole bunch of tokens, Actuate tokens, and keep them safe, because when this technology, in its full flower, we are doing about this tokenization of real world assets, you'll be surprised at how rapidly the price of Actuate is going to rise in the marketplace. And why do we know that's going to rise? Because we are doing it. We are talking about it. We're educating ourselves and educating everyone else in Actuate Nation. Back to you, Dr. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. for expanding our knowledge on tokenization of real-world assets and also mentioning some of the real-life situation where we use tokenization. So thank you so much. So moving forward, I will allow the floor for questions. If you have any question, you can send it there down below our chat box. So as we wait for your question, I will welcome Diana Mondi to give us the report on Actuate Pre-Boston Summit and also the sponsorship challenge. Diana, you are welcome. Hello, Diana.
What happened to Diana?
1:37 p.m. 23 I don't know.
Okay,
I
maybe
don't
Augustine.
know why, but she's in the meeting.
Oh, audio. Audio is maybe. Wow, she's been talking. Perhaps
No,
Augustine can.
she's unmuted. Let me. She's.
Maybe Augustine can give us an update on the summit. Augustine, you here?
Yeah, Augustine. Yeah, Augustine is present.
Okay, so Diana is not available. Probably she's having technical difficulties. Yeah, but I can tell you the update of the summit because I've been there. So for all you citizens of Actuate Nation, yeah, you are invited to come to the summit and participate in whatever is going on there. There are 4 distinct things that you'll be enjoying at this summit, and you want to be very present so you can enjoy all of them. Some of them will make you money, others will make you famous, and others will make you highly knowledgeable. Okay, so let's start about the ones that will make you famous, because advance your career. That's what you're talking about. That is known as the first dimension of life, which is your own personal development. We have a poster presentation. This poster presentation is for you. You're invited to present a poster. The poster is about the work that you do and how it can improve health and human development. And you want in that poster to think about how we can use decentralized finance and blockchain, and even artificial intelligence to advance the work that you're doing. So it can be in anything. And decentralized finance, remember, there's so many things we have learned about decentralized finance in African women in DeFi. Today, we're talking about tokenizing real world assets. And as you've heard, there's a whole host of things you can propose to tokenize. And that is going to improve the lives of yourself and your family, and of course, improve your career. And so you can create a poster. Now, in order for the poster, first of all, this is a poster competition. And when you when you send in your poster, it's going to be put in a competition, and it's be evaluated by a judge of peers. Peers is yourself and other people are going to be voting for which poster answers all the questions that meets all the criteria for the poster. The criteria are as follows. One, it answers the what question. What means what is the idea that you think can be solved by the blockchain, artificial intelligence, and decentralized finance? Okay, what's this idea you have? And you can talk about tokenization. Tokenization is both blockchain and decentralized finance. But how? So that's that idea. So there are two things that you want to combine, and that is the judges will be looking at those. Has this person answered the what question? And does the what question turn does the what question turn into how does these technologies help to improve this idea? For example, you can say, how can we use blockchain, artificial intelligence, decentralized finance to improve sorghum production? Or let's say it's about Metura, that's something that we just talked about, or even goat market, the tokenization of goat production. So there's a goats which are real world assets, and there's tokenization, which is technology. You see that? So there's so many things you can think about, and you can present. You can create one poster. But your poster is going to have only one subject, but that one subject is about combining the technology itself and the real world asset. Now, because we are in African Women in DeFi, you will have to show how that technology is going to improve the life of women and children and families and communities because of that, because the woman's life has improved. That is the what question. The second question that your poster has to answer is why? Why is it important that you do that? For example, why is it important that you tokenize goats in Kiserian? So the poster has to describe why it is important, because you can have goats traded not in the Kiserian market, but traded in Pancake Swap. See? And you give some pointers there showing why that is very, very useful for the goat producers. And then, of course, what's going to happen to when those goat producers are able to have their goats tokenized. Basically, they have access to more capital to produce more goods, and they will have money to do other things to improve their own lives, and they will have even more money to protect their goats from diseases. And and basically, those are things. That's why is it important? And then you say that as answering the why question, you would say, to whom is this significant? Whose life does it matter? To whose life does it matter? Does it matter to the woman in the family, the man in the family, the children, and you describe how it matters to those people. Then the final section of your poster is the how question. You have to answer, how is this going to work? See? So you want to explain how you see tokenization happening, and this means that you have to have done certain amount of research. How is possible to do this? And you describe, give some pointers in the poster. So these are like bullet points explaining to people how you think this would work best, not just how you think, or even from evidence from literature, how it is working. And you see, if you answer those questions, and of course, the people who are going to be evaluating, they are going to be looking at whether your poster meets all those criteria. And when I say people who are going to be evaluating, they are going to be people like yourself, and they're going to have this evaluation form on their cell phone. All they have to do is check. If your poster checks all those, then it's going to put in the second level of, a rota, such that the one that comes out gets picked. You will be picked to come and present that work in Boston. That means we will work ways to make you arrive into Boston, because you have the Boston Summit in 2025, where you can improve your idea, sharpen it, and then you can come to the world stage. Note that Nairobi is not world stage. Boston is the other world stage where you'll be presenting your ideas. So that, you want to understand, that is what gives you a personal development, gives you opportunity. For those people who are going to make posters and the posters are accepted for presentation, they will not have to pay the fees to attend the summit, because the fees will get waived, because they are now this fee is 150 shillings, which is close to 20,000. Wait a minute, let me say it again. It's $150, which is close to 20,000 shillings. Yeah, so you can get big bonus for that. That's what we are talking about. Then that's one. When you come to now you come to present your poster, and you come and meet other people, social networking, even professional networking, meeting other professionals in other places. And then you walk them about your poster and tell them, listen up, this is what I have discovered, what you can do with all these technologies to improve human life. Check it out. And then you describe to them, and then they get to know you even more. So your professional stature continues to grow. And so next, what do? You are going to listen to speakers. We're going to be giving podium presentation in the plenary sessions. And these are very highly trained people from around the world, giving presentations of all kinds of things. And then you also be able to attend workshops to learn even more. So not only are you going to have your own personal growth, you're also going to feast upon large quantities of knowledge. This is why it's a festival. Okay, come with excessive hunger and thirst, because blessed are those who are hungry, for they shall be satisfied. Yes, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for knowledge, for they shall be filled. And so those are the ones who we want. They are those who hunger and thirst for knowledge, for they shall be filled. And then next, what else are we really benefit from? Financially, if you're now working hard right now and you're making a poster, you also have the opportunity to participate in a sponsorship challenge, where you know that we have sponsorships ranging from diamond sponsors who are $10,000 a pop, to all the way to bronze sponsors, which is $1,000 a pop. So for each, if you speak to someone out there, whoever in the organization, and they want to buy sponsorship, then you take home 5%. You take home 5% of that sponsorship that you will have appropriated. See? Now that is going to make your pocket very, very smooth and very happy. Yeah, well, most likely your M-Pesa wallet. Yeah, and of course, increases your Actuate holdings as well. So these are, you could say, distinct areas of growth for yourself: growth in knowledge, personal growth, even professional socializing, and growth in your own pocket. Yes, but these things cannot happen if you don't do them. As James said, you remember James? James was the brother of the Holy One. He said, be doers of the word. Don't be sayers of the word. Just don't be hearers only. Right now, we are here to hear the words. We are here present to listen to the word, but be doers of the word. Because hearing without doing is nothing. See, that is according to James, and I think James is right. Totally believe in what James is talking about. Be doers of the word, because James is the same one who says faith without action is dead. So you want to be someone who exercises the faith that he talks about. So if you have the faith that all these things are going to happen, we have the faith that we are able to tokenize the real world assets. You know, That is something we hope to do. We have the faith that we can transmutate all that dead capital into life capital. The one is to transform. That is to change, shift the dead capital into life capital. If we have that faith, then we have to be doers, the word, not listeners only. It's important to listen, but after you listen, what do you do? So this gives you a very huge opportunity to be doer. And if you become doer of the word, you will earn you certificates to come to Boston and even showcase what you're doing, even to much wider audience. And between now and July 2025, there's going to be a lot of things that are going to happen, that are going to shine a lot more light into your career, into yourself, and you'll become very, very successful. Yes. So we want all queens of African women in centralized finance shining up and coming up to Boston with their crowns, their crowns of, and I think those crowns will be adorned with diamonds. I'm not talking about the physical diamonds from Kimberly. I'm talking about diamonds from sponsorship. Okay, that's what they do. That's how you make queens. All right, back to you. And I'm hoping that's sufficient about the summit itself. Fascinating. So maybe Diana is back.
Yeah. Okay, Diana, you are welcome.
Okay, Dolphin, can you hear me?
Oh yes, Diana,
Yeah.
where did you go?
I was unmuted. I mean, I was muted.
Okay. Now you're
Okay,
unmuted.
so thank you, Dolphin, for this opportunity. So I'm going to take this chance to give you a review about the Actuate Pre-Boston Nairobi Summit that will take place 3rd to 6th December 2024. As you all know, the theme is going to be about using blockchain, DeFi, and AI to improve health and human development. And the venue is going to be at Kenyatta University. So you can come as an attendee, as a sponsor, as an exhibitor, speaker. For you to, why you should attend the summit, you'll be able to have network, and also you will be able to learn about the Boston Premier Summit, and also you'll be able to learn more about Actuate's initiatives. So if you want to come to the summit as an attendee, you can go to our website, actuate.bio, go register there. You'll be given guidelines on how you can register as an attendee. Also, if you get a chance to become an exhibitor, you'll have this opportunity to showcase your innovation and connect with a dedicated audience. You can also go to our website and register as an exhibitor. And for you to be a speaker, you can go to our website also, and you can register as a speaker. And the areas that the speakers will focus on, number one is going to be decentralized finance for the translation and commercialization of biomedical knowledge from the tactic dimension into products and services that will improve human health. And another focus area that the speakers will talk about will be decentralized finance for social impact. And another one is going to be blockchain technology and AI in healthcare, and also digital identity and privacy in health. Another focus area is going to be smart contracts and governance models. And the last focus area will be cross-sectoral collaboration. So how you're going to participate for you to be a speaker, you can share your insight. You will submit your details via the form that will be given there. and the selected speakers will be notified of their acceptance and provided with further instruction regarding the presentation format and logistical details. Remember, the presentation will be delivered orally, and for any inquiries or assistance regarding the submission process, you can feel free to contact the organization committee at the provided email address that you'll see there. And the reason why you should also participate as a speaker, remember, if you manage to participate as a speaker, you'll be able to engage in a meaningful discussion, forge new partnership, and collaborate with like-minded individuals and organizations committed to leveraging technology for positive social change. And you'll also be able to benefit from a rich exchange of ideas, experience, and best practices through interactive session, panel discussion, and workshops. You'll also be able to contribute to advancing the global agenda for sustainable development by exploring the transformative potential of blockchain, DeFi, and AI in addressing key challenges related to health. You'll be able to also showcase your work on a prestigious platform endorsed by the Actuate Foundation. Yeah, so we invite you guys to join us in Nairobi coming this December 3 to 6, so that you can come as a speaker. If you go to our website, you'll be able to, if you click register, you'll be able to see a certain form that is over there where you will be indicated you'll be able to see a form where you'll be required to fill in your name, your email address, phone number, and also you'll be asked some question where you'll be asked like describe your background and experience in blockchain and technology. So you should be able to understand that while filling the form. And in the place where they have placed asterisk mark, you should be able to fill that place so that your form can be submitted. And after that, you are good to go, and you'll wait for the feedback if your submission, your document is accepted. And also, you can also come as a speaker. If you want to, you can also come as a sponsor to the summit. And by now, I know that all of you know the categories of sponsors from the highest to the least type of sponsor. So you can also go to our website and register as a sponsor. So remember, if you can come as a sponsor, or if you are able to bring in a sponsor, you'll receive 5% commission of fee of what the sponsor will pay. And remember, the first sponsor is a diamond sponsor who pays $10,000. And the second sponsor is a platinum sponsor who pays $7,500. Third sponsor is a gold sponsor who pays $5,000. And the fourth sponsor is a silver sponsor who pays $3,000. And the least sponsor is a bronze sponsor who pays $1,000 to attend the summit. So the bronze sponsor will pay $1,000 to attend the summit. And the benefit for the bronze sponsor and the platinum sponsor will not be same because of the amount of fee that they are paying. So the benefit for the sponsors are many. Let me take you through the benefit for the diamond sponsor who gets to pay $10,000 to attend the summit. For example, if you are able to look for a diamond sponsor, you should tell the person or the organization the benefit that they will get if they get to attend the summit. Number one, they will get the chance to shape the conversation, where they will deliver a keynote address on the main stage by establishing their brand as a thought leader in the industry. They will also get a chance to showcase their expertise, where we will host a dedicated breakout session for them to present their company's innovation solution directly to a targeted audience. Another benefit, they will have a maximum brand exposure. So as a Actuate Nation, we will have a page dedicated for them on our website for 2 years post-event. Another benefit is that they will have a comprehensive brand recognition where they will receive prominent mention in all conference publication, including the summit booklet with a dedicated company profile. Another benefit is that they'll have an exhibition advantage where they will secure a prime exhibitor booth location with increased space to showcase their products and services. Yeah, so that is the benefits they will get. And also remember, they will have a chance to invite their 10 representatives from their company to attend the conference. And also they will have a private safari dinner and an exclusive tour in Nairobi. Yeah, so if you get a diamond sponsor, and a lot of benefit, haven't gone through all the benefits that the diamond sponsor will get. So they have a lot of benefits. So you guys should look for the sponsor, invite them to the summit. Also, we can have a discovery call with the sponsors or any company that you have get in touch into and told them about the summit. Yeah, so for now, that's all I have to say about the summit announcement. And yeah, back to you, Dolphin.
Thank you so much, Diana, for taking us through what is needed in order for you to participate in Nairobi Summit. Yeah, for more information, you can check on our website at www.actuate.bio. Yeah, and also, yeah, you can, in order to earn, you can also look for sponsors. Yeah, moving forward, if anyone has a question or any comment, yeah, you can please send it on our chat box. Yeah. So if there's no question, yeah, I think I'll do some closing remarks. So thank you everyone for your participation. I hope you found the discussion on the tokenization of real-world assets informative and valuable. I want to extend my special thank you to Faith Chepto for our excellent presentation, and also our CEO of Actuate Biomedicine, Masharia Waringi for his valuable insight, and also Diana Mondi for our engaging presentation on the upcoming Actuate Free Boston Summit and Sponsorship Challenge. Remember, the knowledge and tokens you earn here are tools to empower you in the DeFi space. So keep learning, stay engaged, and continue to explore how blockchain technology can make a difference in our communities. Our next topic, which will be next Tuesday, will be delving into decentralized identity and reputation. So be sure to join us for this insightful session. So thank you once again, and I look forward to seeing you at our next session. Have a great night. Yeah, and also a great afternoon. I will post the link to the form in the chat box. Kindly, I'll give you some few minutes to fill the form. Yeah, and the meeting is adjourned.